and welcome back to the diary. Thank you for joining me. It's match day here on Rosedale Fishery down in Yorkshire, courtesy of Stuart, the owner, who very generously has closed the lake, so we've got it to ourselves, and it also allows him to fish with us, so perhaps that was the ulterior motive, I don't know. 8 of us fishing. We're a bit over a third of the way through the match time, and so far for me, not a touch. There's been 1 or 2 fish caught. I don't think there's anybody actually running away with it yet, but as I say, for me so far, zilch. Those of you that watched the previous video will have seen me practicing the use of the pellet waggler for today's exercise. And I have to say, as yet I haven't used it. I've started on the feeder rod with a pellet hook bait, and that hasn't worked, so it might not be very long before I start the pellet waggler. The only trouble is, because there's only 8 of us fishing, we've each got our own squadron of ducks, so when you start firing pellets in for the pellet waggler, you're basically feeding the ducks. So we'll just have to, I'm going to give the feeder a bit more time, just to see if I can get it to go. There's a trophy to be won, and a modest amount of cash, so I think whilst it is a social, people are taking it a little seriously as well, I suspect. So, anything exciting happens, I'll be back. At last. Whether it counts or not is anybody's guess. Oh, bream, it counts. At last I'm on the board. Well, we're about halfway through, and just the 1 bream for me so far. But having said that, I still don't think there's anybody running away with this match. The guy across to my right here, who sadly I don't know his name, but he's fishing a pole, and I suspect he's probably in the lead at the moment with a few bream. Slightly unusual rules for this match. We're not weighing in, you get points for fish. The additional complication being that it's also a bit of a species hunt. There's only carp, tench and bream that score points, so all those around me that are catching roach and perch and goodness knows what else, they aren't going to count. It's a little difficult to tell who's got what. I thought desperation set in, I'd use the old cup of coffee trick to try and buy a bite. So far it hasn't worked. I think you were doing your best to knock that off, weren't you? About 2 hours to go, and it's not looking good as far as I'm concerned. And the really bad news, depending on your outlook, Stuart, the fishery owner, who's on the other side of the lake, is getting into his stride. Yeah, he's definitely into something of a good size. So perhaps we're all going to get a school day here. I don't know. Let's see what this is. Whether or not it's a qualifying fish. Oh, yes it is. Well, that's 2 bream, 4 points. I'm afraid that probably isn't going to be enough. In time-honoured fashion, getting my excuses in early, all of the guys I'm fishing against are sort of regulars on this water, and this is my first visit. I did have a practice day yesterday, and using the match rules, I racked up 30 points, which wasn't bad. I think I had 1 or 2 people worried. Turns out they needn't have worried, I don't think. Oh, and I should say, yesterday's practice day I did fish with 2 rods, so the best perhaps I could hope for today was 15, and I can see me struggling to get to that. Pellet waggler it is. I thought one idea might be to feed 2 spots, the waggler and one off to the side to keep the ducks occupied. But they very soon get wise to that, it appears. Well, that was a proper bite. Now, ideally, to suit the scoring regime, this needs to be a big tench. Oh, the tench turns out to be a common. But it can certainly pull. gill going. It's one fit fish. There you go. Put up a great fight. Well, that's improved my match score a little bit, but it's improved my day no end. After a hard day, fish like that, lovely. So that's it. There only remains the embarrassing bit.
Rosedale Crazy Carpers, and in reverse order. I'm going to give the certificates out. So in 8th place is Michael. In 7th place with 8 points is John. Going to 6th place with 9 points is Billy and Bruce. Billy 4th place is with 29 points is Graham and Mark. Second place is Tony. The winner with 44 points is Stuart. There you go. And the winner's trophy goes to Stuart. £50. Cheers for Stuart. Hey! 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 That's Stuart.
And so that brought proceedings to an end. Our thanks and congratulations to Stuart for a great weekend, good company, good crack and good fishing. What more do you need? Hope you've enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, bye for now.